Hi, my name is Jessica Villasnovas, and thank you for your interest in Latinx children's literature, an area of multicultural literature. There is no single definition of the term multicultural literature, as it is applied to books for children and young adults. This presentation will focus on books by and about Latinx people in the Latinx experience. All children deserve books in which they can see themselves and the world in which they live reflected. Multicultural literature belongs in every classroom and library, on the shelves and in the hands of children, librarians, and teachers. The challenge for librarians, teachers, and others is identifying authentic, reliable books by and about Latinx people. So, how are the sales? When visiting Publishers Weekly, I found that there wasn't any information on children's Latinx books or the larger umbrella of multicultural books, but instead I found sales information for children's fiction and picture books. I started browsing popular marketplace sites like Amazon, where it was easy to find a section dedicated to Latinx books. This page gave me an idea of what is selling now, but it didn't paint a broad enough picture for me to understand the market for this area of publishing. In my search, I learned about the Cooperative Children's Book Center, a research library of the School of Education at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. This research library began collecting data about books by and about people of diverse backgrounds in 1985, when then member of the Coretta Scott Award Committee had learned that of the 2,500 published books that year, only 18 had been authored by or were about African Americans. The chart on the top right shows the expansion of the research to also include books by and about Asian, Native American, and Latinx people and experiences. Fast forward to 2017, out of the 3,500 books received at the center by U.S. trade publishers, a little over 300 of those books were by or about Latinx people. So what does this imply? As a result of these statistics, a number of organizations and initiatives have grown to support the publishing, distribution, and recognition of Latinx books. Here are a couple: Latino Literacy Now and We Need Diverse Books, a social media campaign. Joining these popular titles from the 90s, Abuela and Too Many Tamales are books published today that capture the Latinx experience in well-rounded ways. Going back to the importance of authenticity, it is important to note that not all Latinx books we collect for our libraries and schools should have the same themes of tamales or piñatas, which can lead to stereotyping. We turn to a couple of awards in the Latinx area and come across the Pura Libre Award, which is named after New York Public Library's first Latina librarian. Established in 1996, this book award is presented annually to a Latinx author whose work best portrays, affirms, and celebrates the Latinx cultural experience. There's also the Americas Book Award, and here's a fun cover, Danza. And most recently, we have Island Born, which is the debut children's book by Pulitzer Prize winner Junot Diaz. In my research, I came across several websites, as I mentioned, that were made to advocate for the distribution and recognition of Latinx authors as well as books. Here are a few that I'd recommend. There are also a couple of websites located at the bottom: Arte Público Press, Piñata Books, as well as Lee and Low Books, which are independent book publishers that focus on diversity. I hope you enjoyed my introduction to Latinx experience in literature, children's literature, and here are some other references. Thank you.